Hello again and welcome to Money Matters. At the beginning of the year, the Hong Kong Stock Exchange introduced new rules that will no longer allow all-male board of directors, which means potentially hundreds of new board opportunities for women. Zela Chin reports on women breaking the glass ceiling in the workplace.
Selfies, hugs, the first in-person gathering in ages.
They're celebrating the 10th year of the Women's Directorship Program. It's a master's course in corporate governance, which trains women to be board members of companies and NGOs.
They've been supporting the program for years.
The level of education that we received in the program has really equipped us to really think about leadership for the 21st century in a much more holistic and collective and responsible way.
We want to create the same opportunities for women in the workplace as men, and traditionally in markets like Hong Kong, women have been underrepresented on the boards, and there are no reason why we shouldn't have as many women as men.
Currently, 16% of all the board members of Hong Kong-listed firms are women, and 84% are men.
Lots around roles and responsibilities of different.
Curdy Ladd runs an executive search firm, and she started the corporate governance program in 2012 because she saw a market need.
We knew we were addressing a clear problem, which was lack of female talent in boards and in senior leadership. We really wanted to create a pool of board-ready women who were capable and ready to step up into those roles.
Curdy partnered with the Hong Kong U Business School to teach the course.
Welcome back, fantastic to see you all. We look at roles and responsibilities of the board committees. We look at communication and how you navigate power, so as a woman potentially on a board or in a senior leadership team. We look at ethical decision making. We look at strategic leadership.
The program equips women with the skills to become members of the board of directors to ensure that businesses are governed properly. One of the students is Priscilla Ng. She leads marketing and some of the sales functions at her financial services company. And she joined the course to help herself move up the career ladder.
Get myself prepared for it, because sometimes it's not about the skill, sometimes it's also about the confidence we have in ourselves when we are being a woman in this corporate world. How should we behave so that people feel like, you are actually a very good leader.
Priscilla was nominated by her company to participate in the program. Her company has other initiatives which help women in the workplace, such as the option to work from home and flexible working hours. For example, Priscilla can attend meetings at her daughter's school in the mornings and then start work at 11 a.m.
Gender diversity is, for the company, definitely they see the benefits, because I think women nowadays, we are actually a very important workforce, not just for Hong Kong, but I think around the world. We spend a lot of time, frankly, to take care of our family. And because like for Chinese or for Hong Kong people, female are still the primary caretaker of the family. So it's really important how do companies make the policy more flexible and support women at work.
At her Hong Kong office, 50% of employees are women, and 50% of senior management are women. At the group level, 40% of the board are women, and 60% are men. The group is listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
The companies, they're very keen to drive diversity because of be able to have some fresh ideas. Normally, people think that female leaders, they are be able to actually engage people better. They are better communicator. They are also have more empathy. So these are necessary skills for senior leaders to drive a company to be more successful.
The Hong Kong exchanges introduced new rules this year that end single-gender boards. New listings can't have male-only nor female-only boards. Right now, more than 25% of listed companies have all-male boards. They have until the end of 2024 to make changes.
Catherine Ng is the head of listing policy at the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. She says investors, insurers, and women's groups wanted more diverse boards.
There's been an increasing focus on gender diversity. So we want to ensure that our rules stay relevant. We want to ensure that our rules are competitive internationally.
She says the bourse's rules on gender diversity set Hong Kong apart from other exchanges.
We started the journey about 10 years ago. In 2013, we put gender diversity on the map. We made it part of our listing rules. And we've made progress ever since. In 2019, we're the first stock exchange to mandate every single one of our listed issuer to have a diversity policy. So that's a start. And this year, we've put an end to single gender board. So these are both firsts.
Catherine believes that having a diverse board would help the sustainability and risk management of listed companies.
As a regulator, I want companies to thrive. I want companies to do well and be able to manage their risk properly. Having a diverse board is an important part of it, because if you have different perspectives on the board, you can spot opportunities, you can spot risk better, and you can think about a wide range of solutions. So that would ultimately benefit the running of the companies.
Curdy thinks the impact of the bourse's new rules could be huge.
If we take just the number of issuers on Hong Kong listed companies currently who do not have any women on their boards, it's about 32%. And we have about 2,500 companies listed in Hong Kong. If just those companies bring one woman onto their board, we're looking at 800 potential board seats. That's a significant shift to where we are today.
Of the more than 20,000 board director positions of Hong Kong listed companies, about 3,200 are held by women.
Oh, fantastic.
The Asia CEO of the Switzerland-listed luxury goods company is proud of its diverse workforce of men and women.
We have a very good representation of what the world and society looks like in terms of having male and female in senior positions and also throughout the organization.
At the group level, women represent more than 30% of the board. And the company frequently reviews metrics to ensure both female and male colleagues have equal pay and opportunities.
We all need support, we all need training, we all need a sense of purpose. We all need to feel that we're recognized.
Over the last 10 years, Curdy has seen corporate culture evolve to embrace the idea of women in senior leadership positions.
So when it comes to women on boards and women in senior leadership, and generally understanding why diversity is really important to corporates, I think there's been a really big shift. Back in the day, in 2012, we were still trying to help CEOs and chairmen understand the business case of having more diversity in their businesses. Now, there's a complete acceptance that diversity makes really good business sense. Now it's trying to tackle how they actually go about creating a more inclusive environment where women and other diverse talent can really thrive.
The Bank of England moved to halt a slide in British government bonds that posed a material risk to British financial stability after Prime Minister Liz Truss vowed to press on with massive tax cuts and increased borrowing. The emergency intervention means the central bank will buy government bonds through to October 14th in an effort to stabilize the market and drive down the soaring cost of government borrowing. The move came after the International Monetary Fund issued a rare warning to the UK, urging the Truss government to re-evaluate tax cuts that may fuel inflation.
It does smack of a bit of panic and frustration that the government isn't doing more to retreat away from these promises of mass tax cuts, certainly benefiting those on wealthy incomes the most, because there are real worries that they could fuel inflation. And that is why you've seen the Bank of England intervene, because those worries about inflation led to expectations that the Bank of England will have to push up rates dramatically, and that's causing bond yields to spike.
Up next, reporter Alice Khan looks for a property bargain in the Eastern District. Stay with us. Welcome back to Money Matters. Recently, major Hong Kong banks, including HSBC and Standard Chartered, raised their prime rates for the first time since 2018, bumping up borrowing costs for both property owners and buyers. HSBC says it marks the start of an upward cycle. With the higher interest rate environment, residential property prices have become volatile, causing potential buyers to adopt a wait-and-see attitude. In this episode, reporter Alice Khan searches for a bargain flat in the hillside of the Eastern District.
The hustle-bustle of Fortress Hill shows its mixed zone with shops, private residential buildings, and office buildings. Up the hill, we explored Comfort Terrace, a tranquil lane with a few low-rise residential buildings. Due to the prolonged pandemic and recent interest rate hikes, government data show property prices fell by 2.26% in August to the lowest level in 3.5 years. And property prices in Fortress Hill fell by 11% since the beginning of the year. So we checked out this 11-story block with 27 units. The project was built in 1989. Asking prices range from $11 million to over $16 million. The flat we visited is a 705 square foot apartment with a 650 square foot rooftop and a car park. The owner put it on the market for $16.8 million a few months ago, but the price was lowered to $16.3 million.
Alice, let me show you this flat.
This is an open kitchen. Did the landlord change the layout?
Yes, right. Originally, this is a concrete wall here. Okay, the landlord, they broke the concrete wall and they make it to the open kitchen. And you can see that here is the new countertop and this is the island. You can dine in this area, or when you're cooking, you still can socialize with your friend and the family members.
Oh, there's some storage area underneath.
Yeah, that's right. But under the island, they have many storage area here. You can put the kitchen stuff, bowl and dishes here. Here. You can still find some cabinet here.
Originally, the enclosed kitchen was only 30 square feet and difficult to fit in large appliances. After knocking down the wall, a bigger fridge and oven could fit. All the appliances are included in the asking price.
Actually, this island can be a divider between the dining area, the kitchen, and the living area, right?
Yes, that's right.
Can you show me the living area?
Yeah, sure. Let me show you the living area.
The living area is 165 square feet.
There's enough room to put another dining table, right?
Yes, of course you can. You can put a small folding table here.
This sofa is only for 2 people. Can we put a larger sofa?
Right now, this 2-seat sofa. Of course, you can change to the 3-seat sofa here, okay? Or even you can put one single sofa here. Or you can change to the L-shaped sofa, which for the 5 people.
Then how about this area? Can we put a coffee table here?
Yes, you can put a small coffee table here.
A large TV cabinet is located on the other side of the living room.
Hey, what's that, Chris?
Oh, this one is glasses feature wall. And you can see the shade is very special, so it makes the apartment so stylish.
The living room has a green view since the flat faces southeast. The flat enjoys abundant light.
Then how many rooms in this unit?
Totally, we have 3 bedrooms in the unit. So, can I show you the first bedroom? Please.
Oh, this is a glass room. Why did the landlord make these changes?
The landlord locked down the wall here, okay, and then changed to the glass panel, a very thin glass panel. Why he do this? Firstly, you will save more place. The glasses is transparent, so the feeling you will feel the apartment, the room, are much bigger.
A glass sliding door also saves space.
So, would you like to see the room inside?
Okay.
Okay, please.
Oh, it's a platform.
A raised platform provides a lot of storage space.
You can store pillow and blanket inside.
Now, this glass room is turned into a 60-square-foot study room. A curtain can be used to have some privacy.
Can we turn it back into a regular bedroom?
Make the wall again. So I think the cost around 40,000, and you can make the wall again.
It would cost another $20,000 to demolish the platform and redo the flooring.
Actually, this bedroom is not that big. Then can we fit a double bed?
From here to here, it's already 6 feet. So that means you can put a bed. That's totally no problem.
The second bedroom is a kid's room.
How big is this?
This bedroom around 60 square foot. And the window make many fixture here. And you can find the floor-to-ceiling cabinet.
It may cost $70,000 to remove all the fixtures and redo the bedroom. Next, Chris showed us the master bedroom with ensuite, which is 100 square feet. A double bed is placed against the wall and a floor-to-ceiling wardrobe is built on the other side of the bedroom.
Chris, this bedroom is not small. Actually, can you put a king-size bed or queen-size bed?
If you want to change to the king-size one, you need to change some layout. How to change? Firstly, you need to demolish this one, demolish the cabinet, okay, here. And then the king-size bed placed here.
Then do you have room to put a bedside table or dressing table?
You still can put the bedside table here. I will put the dressing table in here.
The master bedroom has windows on both sides that provides cross ventilation. The ensuite bathroom is 50 square feet and has a bathtub. The owner redid some parts of the toilet.
The countertop is quite long, and you can put many cosmetics here also. And normally in the new building or a new project, in the toilet, they don't have the window, but you can see they have a window here.
Then we went up to the rooftop.
It's around 650, similar as a flat.
Okay, it's so big, then can we divide it into different zones?
Absolutely no problem. So you can see here, we can divide with 3 zones. So this 3 piece. Like this is the first zone here. This is the barbecue zone. Because you can see the water supply here and the electricity supply here. So you can barbecue there.
There's more space for entertaining.
Alice. So this is the second zone. The vendor put the outdoor furniture here right now.
Then it's so huge, so can we put a long and larger table here?
Of course, because this place is so large, you can put a long table. Long table for the 12 people to 18 people, even that's no problem.
Well, actually, this rooftop can fit 20 or 30 people, can it?
I think around 20 to 25.
There could be another zone for entertaining at the end of the rooftop.
Well, actually, can we put a jacuzzi here?
Yes, you can. You can put the jacuzzi for the children or for the adults. Or some people like plants. They can rear many plants.
The view of the rooftop is quite open.
Chris, now the landlord is asking 16.3 million. Then is it in line with the bank valuation?
The update bank average is around 16 million. Right now, it's a little bit higher than the bank average.
That is not a bargain.
It's a bargain actually, because this apartment, including all the furniture, a big roof, and including 1 car park. You know, if I purchase 1 car park here, it costs around 2 million.
Will the owner further reduce the price?
I think the vendor agreed to reduce a little bit more. Because you know, right now, the interest rate is going up, okay, and the market is weak.
So we asked the surveyor for his opinion.
The unit rate reaches around 23 15,000 Hong Kong per square foot. But taking into account the rooftop area, usually we will discount it by a conversion factor of 25%. After the conversion, the total effective sellable area reaches around 868 square feet. The unit rate will be coming down to around 18,000 Hong Kong per square foot. Actually, for this development, the range of the sellable unit rate reaches around 15,000 Hong Kong to 19,000 Hong Kong. We consider it the asking price is actually quite reasonable.
But there is one downside to the property.
The maintenance of this development, which is not in a very high standard, it may not match the appetite of the young professionals and the young expats.
On top of that, the unfavorable market environment makes it more difficult to sell.
In case the seller is still keen to sell the flat in a shorter time frames, maybe he can further cut down in the price by another 10%.
Despite 0+3 being a significant boost for Hong Kong residents, many businesses and chambers are calling for 0+0 to make Hong Kong more competitive in attracting visitors back. Janet Powell of Asia Business Council says it's great for Hong Kongers wanting to travel out, but not necessarily for bringing business travelers and tourists back to Hong Kong.
Now, I think what is happening all around Asia is that the competitive field for cities that are hubs for business and tourism is getting very crowded. Everyone wants to attract tourists and business travelers to their economies. Everyone is trying to revive their economies. And those who do it first will have a first mover advantage. So I would say that Hong Kong no longer has a first mover advantage. There are many competitor cities really trying to put on events and pull out all the stops to attract people to come in. And so I think 0+3 will be a bit of a barrier. I think everyone will be assessing whether Hong Kong feels like other cities, and in fact, whether Hong Kong feels like Hong Kong several years ago, before COVID.
She suggests the process of visiting Hong Kong should be smooth for visitors, or there could be a backlash.
Reopening will definitely have a reputational significance for Hong Kong. And Hong Kong has to be very careful in doing this correctly. If Hong Kong wants visitors to come back, it's almost better to wait until there's more confidence in opening up further before more proactively promoting Hong Kong.
She says China wants to open up and thinks Hong Kong can be a good experimental ground for China's own reopening. That's the show. Thanks for watching. Next time on Money Matters, how car makers around the world are grappling with the EV wave. See you then. Good night.